I request the other members of the association, Ravindra Raghuvanshi sir, Vinod Joshi sir, C.A. Anto and Lokhande sir. Now this session is going to be something where you are going to have probably the first hand experience that you can share, or these people sitting out here will share. They are very much people from our own region, our own area, where they have started from nothing to almost everything in their life. Seen their ups and downs, lows and highs, and that's why they are all polished people when they will share their experience out here. So to begin with, I would request Vinod Joshi sir to share his experience and his insights, and then the other members can join accordingly. In the meantime, I request the other members to please have your seat rather than standing at the back side. Thank you so much.
Start, friends. You know, if you had your cup of tea, then with your permission, I would like to start.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So, first of all, I would like to thank committee members, especially Purti committee members and Vishnu Aman Thakur Charitable Trust trustees and their office bearers for organizing this kind of a career conclave. Entire team of Viva College, I have seen that they are working tirelessly right from ground to running around. So my appreciations for all that. And the Gowalis Industries Association, Mr. Anto, Mr. Ashok Kalas, Mr. Ashok Grover is not there, but then they thought that probably I can speak on behalf of the association about our experiences. Before I start, what exactly I would like to talk. There was some question which was asked earlier, so I would prefer to respond to that first. Madam has asked that there is some story which goes on that if you continue, Madam, it's your story, madam. Madam, it's your story of 1,000 days for business. Yeah. So there is a business community in India who are majority of them they are successful and they are in the business. And there is a community in India who are not so much so popular as far as business is concerned. So this story goes to the people, or maybe with your kind permission I can quote Gujaratis and Marwadis. Yeah. So whenever a person from Gujarati family or Marwadi family who would like to start a business, the father tells him that whatever is your liking, you start the business. That is first. Don't worry. For 1,000 days, all your basic needs will be taken care of. What is it that you have to do? Madam had told only half the story. What is it that you are supposed to do? Suppose if you want to start a shop, by 7:30, 8 o'clock, you should be in the shop. You should pray the God, sit there till 8 o'clock. What is the philosophy behind it? First is that you have commitment for the business, number one. Second philosophy is I can understand as a businessman is that people around, they are going and crossing your shop. If I see one day there is nobody, second day nobody, 2 months there is nobody, 3 months nobody is coming, 4th month, I am tempted that if there is no customer in this shop, it is quite likely he may offer me the goods at cheaper rate. And that is how business starts. Yeah. So this is a real story of the business community. This is how they go. Just to put forward some of my experiences or thoughts as I would put it. I know I also teach in university, so I know that teachers and students both have one unique quality. That is fantastic volatile memory. Right? So it's very difficult. If you are bombarded with the lectures right from 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock, it's very difficult to what exactly you will carry home. So what I have done is that I have just touched your hearts. Since all of you are students of Viva College, I have put those 4 alphabets and I have tried to correlate with what are my expectations or what are my experiences, what is it that you would like, I want you to carry home and work upon it if you would like to be entrepreneur. So first thing is that we stands for vision. Everybody says that you must have a vision, but if you open the dictionary, vision has two meanings. First is the ability to see, drushti. Right? What you see something, that is one meaning. Second meaning is picture in your imagination. You can open the dictionary and confirm it. The second meaning given in the dictionary is picture in your imagination. That is maybe when you translate over, vernacular, it is manorajya, swapna. Right? That also is given another meaning of vision. I would share one story with you. There was an ophthalmist, eye doctor. The patient went to him and he said that, doctor, I am not able to see something. So you know what doctor does? He puts some drops and then makes you sit, and then in front of the screen, you have projected all the alphabets and all at different fonts. And you are supposed to see and just give a feedback. So doctor went on trying from all the fonts, and the patient said that no, I am not able to see. So doctor was damn confused. He said whether I am able to see properly or not, whatever is there. So doctor came back to him and he said that I have tried everything. Now this is what is the international, this is what is the test that we are supposed to do for checking the eyesight. And you are not able to see anything. So what is the problem? So he said, no, whatever picture that you were presenting, I don't know anything about it. And then the doctor realized that he was not able to understand the alphabets itself. Yeah. So most of the time when we say that we should have vision, correct? The vision doesn't mean that. Vision means that we should have background. We should know exactly what is it that we are talking about. When we focus on the B meaning in the dictionary, that is picture in your imagination, manorajya, and all those things, and that is what we talk about. Whenever we go to a business, presentations and all, few words which are very common. First is that we have a global presence. We are present in 40 countries all over the world, and we have so many millions of dollars of business. As an entrepreneur, all these things keep us set. That is my personal experience. If you want to be an entrepreneur in India, don't have that kind of a manorajam. When I say that you have millions and billions of this thing, and if at all immediately tonight if Bill Gates, Ambani, Adani, or Elon Musk come to your dream, my humble request to you is that you are not to be a fit businessman as far as India is concerned. That is what is my personal thing. You may disagree with it, correct? This is my personal thing. Why is it so? Because right from childhood, we have been told that low aim is a crime. Do you agree with it or not? Low aim is a crime. Suppose if a child is there and some guests come to your house and they ask that child, what is it that you want to be in the life? So child says, when I grow up, and the father is looking very, very, very curious, what is it that my child is going to talk about? So the kid says that when I grow up, I would like to be a bus conductor. The father gets damn shocked. What is the analysis of that kid? Earlier he traveled in a bus, correct? And he realized that bus conductor is the most powerful person. Without his consent, the bus doesn't. And without his consent, nobody can enter the bus. So that is what was his imagination. And that is the reason why right from childhood we have been told a story that low aim is a crime. You should never have aim, which is very low. We should have very high. Now looking at today's scenario, because I am interacting with all the industries, I am interacting with the students also, and I am interacting with the society in general. I would like to add another, extension to this particular saying that we have been told. I agree low aim is a crime, but too high aim is more than a crime. And this is what is a problem even with the entrepreneurs, even the society in general, and ultimately that leads to stress and frustration. Correct? So be very clear about it. What is it that you have? What are your qualities? What is it that you would like to do? Correct? Do I have capacity? That is self-assessment. If you have confidence that yes, I can do it, correct? Go ahead and do it, I am saying. Correct? Don't worry about it. Go ahead and do it. Correct? But if you feel that no, I am not very sure about it, then it's better that you take a step back and understand what should be my right vision, what is it that I should do, and accordingly you please have a valid vision. That will be my first request to you. The second alphabet, that is I, Viva, I. Now, capital I in Indian philosophical system, or almost all the philosophical systems that you have, capital I stands for ego, ahankar. Correct? If at all you would like to be an entrepreneur, the first thing that you have to give away is ego. Be very clear about it. And it is not only that I am saying about entrepreneur, in whichever walk you would like to go and succeed in your life. Correct? If you have an ego, you are likely to create more and more problems for you. So get rid of this ego. That is what is my first request to you. And how do I substantiate commercially? It's just in a very lighter sense. I just compared, the successful companies, because ultimately, we try to follow the footsteps of good companies, correct? So in Reliance, I is small. In Jio, I is small. In iPhones, I is small. I'm not very happy to declare that in Anil Dhirubhai Ambani's Reliance, I is capital. I am not saying, I am saying that when you say that I is a ego, try to just, it's just sometimes, it's just like a symbolic thing. From tomorrow onwards, whatever you write, whenever you write any mail, whenever you write any message, correct? Try to type, when you are referring to you, me as a person, correct? Try to type small I. So that acts as a reminder to you. Correct? That I should not have that ego. But friends, typing any message with small I is impossible. Because in technology you have a factor called as autocorrection. So whether it is small, computer, whether it is mobile, you need special skills to type small I whenever you are writing a message, correct? But that if you do it properly, I feel that that is absolutely must. Initial level, I am saying that whenever you are going for this venture capital, whenever you are going, even our friend is saying about the Mumbai University, where you can go for the incubation center and all. When you go there, you feel that I am the topmost person, entrepreneur that I am coming and I am having such a fantastic idea. As our friend was saying, that why I should share my idea. It's your choice here. You have a fantastic idea. You can go to graveyard with that idea. If you don't want to share, correct, how you will be able to convert it into money, correct? Yeah. So if you want to share, you be very open about it, and that's the way you will have to do it. At initial level, when you go to any bank, any government office, any damn thing, correct? Yeah. What you need is you need to have maximum patience and without any ego. Please remember, you are going for your work. Correct? The person sitting there has hundreds of files pending with him. Correct? So he is not bothered whether your project gets delayed by 3 months or 4 months. But remember one law in Indian government. If any adverse remark is put, right or wrong, correct, then to clear it up is a hell of a chance. Correct? So please never be any kind of egoistic whenever you are dealing together. After you start, correct, is it not only just at the time of starting level itself, even after when you start, when you don't have ego, it helps you to build a team. And team indicates together each one achieves more. Your approach in the industry itself changes. See, whenever there is a mistake, whenever there is a blunder, I am not saying mistake, I am saying blunder. And if it was somebody says that in my industry blunder is not there is some drastically wrong with that person, because he is not able to see what is exactly going on in his own industry. There are bound to be some problem, there are bound to be some mistake, there are bound to be some blunders. Correct? So whenever we see that there is some blunder, the approach is that why it happened and not who did it. This is not just a semantic, correct? But it makes a lot of sense, because the person who has done the problem, done the mistake, he will wholeheartedly come and this is what has happened. Otherwise, he will come and tell you the story in such a way that the blame will not come on him. So it's all a modified version that you get. Yeah. So you need to have that kind of approach when you learn, when you this thing. What I say is that if at all we want to implement it, correct, removing our ego. Right now, 2023 is coming, and almost all of us will do some resolutions. Correct. I want you to do one resolution, and that's a very very moderate one. It's not very high expectation. My expectation is very very minimal. I say every month, not every day, every month, I will write one sorry letter. Is it too much of an expectation? You can write sorry letter to anyone. You can write sorry letter to your parents. You can write sorry letter to your friend. You can write sorry letter to anybody. Correct? Write that sorry letter. I am not saying you post it. You can just keep it to yourself. Correct? But that will at least help you to sublimate your ego. The third alphabet that we talk about is the vigor. Correct? If you want to start a business, first and the foremost thing that you must have unconditional vigor. That I want to work, come what may. Correct? Without that, I think all the people who are sitting here, correct, they are not just sitting here. I know how exactly everybody has logged. And then we compromising with all other things and all these. Even I am saying that even tomorrow if the football match is there, final, which you are not going to miss. Believe me, if you give us an order, we will open the factory and serve you. That is what is the kind of commitment that you need to have. Correct? So unless until you have that kind of a vigor, it is better, not to venture in this particular field. To put your ideas and vision into practice, action is a must. Correct? And action means what? It should start immediately. Don't wait. Right? I always give some simple example. If at all you have to go from here to Virar station and in between there are maybe 4 signals. Correct? Do you wait for all the 4 signals to turn green? No. If you are doing so, you will stay here for the lifetime. Correct? So the first signal it turns green, you cross it. Correct? Then you go to signal, say next signal. If it is red, you will wait. If it is green, you move on. Correct? So don't wait for everything to be absolutely perfect and then only you start. You start whenever you get an opportunity. You start. That is what is my first tip. And one cautious advice I would like to give. Vaccination has become a very famous word after COVID.
Yes.
Correct? Yeah. So I am not going to give which vaccine you should take and all those things. But as an entrepreneur, you must vaccinate yourself. As an entrepreneur, you must vaccinate yourself with what? You will be delighted to have it. With some hobby. Whatever may be hobby. It may be singing, it may be reading, it may be playing sports, it may be watching sports, whatever it may be. But some hobby is a must. Without hobby and spirituality, it may be difficult for you to handle the stress which comes in the business. Right? So your life will be, quality of life will be better. And remember, a famous saying by Dr. Deepak Chopra, men and women with stress, without success. Right? Men and women with stress, without success, and without spirituality are never happy. Spirituality means not necessarily that you have to go and ask for it. Spirituality is something that you do for others without any expectations. Correct? And what is it? Why the Gowalis has been called here? The one of the things is that we would like to do something for you. And please remember this, that what we are doing is that we would like to help you without any expectations. We don't want to be your partner in the business. We don't have any profits. But whatever experience we had, hard-earned experience that we had, if you can come, is it not? Yeah? We would like to share it, we would like to refine it, and then you be on your own. We will be very happy even if you just give blessings. We will be obliged if you don't abuse us. Yeah? So, just, anybody who is interested is most welcome. Last A, that alphabet that comes is the acceptance. So accept the things as they are and not as you want them to be. There is a famous, English saying. We say, God give me courage. God give me courage to change the things that I can. Accept the things which I cannot change, which are beyond my capacity to change. Correct? and intelligence to differentiate between these two. What I talked about, going to the government offices, getting the work done, and all those things. Correct? I have seen many of them, they get frustrated at the initial stage itself. Correct? And they say, we must complain. It is written there, within 2 weeks it should come. If it has not come, we should complain. So you are at loss, my dear friend. Please remember one thing. Correct? Yeah? So have some patience. Accept the things as they are if you cannot change. And you decide what is your role. Would you like to be a whistleblower to change the entire system of the country? Or your role is to start up your business and start earning money out of it? Right? So be patient, accept the things as they are, and readjust it and try to get your work done. I would just, end my whatever thoughts that I wanted to put in. I would like to prefer to end it with one beautiful poem in Marathi. Of course, I know that many of you may not understand Marathi, so I would simultaneously translate it in Hindi also. The poem is by a great poet, Mangesh Padgaonkar. And the title of the poem is Sanga Kasa Jagayacha. Who is going to lead? How we are going to lead the life? Whose life it is? Yours, no? So we sitting on the dais, we have no right to say how you should lead. You have to decide. सांगा कसं जगायचं तुम्हीच ठरवा. हसत हसत की रडत रडत. आप ही तय कीजिए कैसा जीना है आपको. हंसते मुस्कुराते या रोते रोते. प्याला आधा भरा है ऐसे भी आप कह सकते हो. प्याला आधा खाली है ऐसे भी आप रो सकते हो. भरा कहते हंसना या खाली कहते रोना. आप ही तय कीजिए कैसा जीना है आपको. सुंदर फूल खिलते हैं ये बात सच है. सुंदर फूल खिलते हैं ये बात सच है. तो कांटे चुभते हैं क्या झूठ है. फूलों जैसा खिलना या कांटों जैसा चुभना आप ही तय कीजिए कैसा जीना है आपको. Friend, make up your mind, and I have confidence in you all. Looking at your face, I have some siddhi. Correct? So with every one of you, I feel that you will be most successful entrepreneur. Correct? So take my words for granted. Go ahead, and we are all with you. Whatever you want, we are definitely with you. Yeah. Thank you all the best.